Welcome to Times Sports Media Day for 2023, where today we're taking a look at each of the 11 high school football programs in Hall County. This year's event is presented by Northeast Georgia Health Systems, sponsored by Jim Shorkey Auto Group, Jackson EMC, hosted by our friends here at Liberty Utilities, and a special thank you to the Boot Barn Hall in downtown Gainesville. Now we're joined by West Hall, Coach Crofton Montgomery, who brought two of his seniors, Bryce Reed and Malik Richardson. Coach, let's just dive right into it. How excited are you for this upcoming season?
Yeah, really excited. Starting in the spring, spring ball went really well, and had some changes coaching staff-wise, new offensive coordinator, and some other pieces kind of moving around. And guys had a great offseason in the weight room. We were a really young team last year. Probably one of the youngest teams in the state, if you were to look at who was playing. Still are a young team. I think we only have 9 seniors, so we're still a predominant sophomore, junior team. But a lot of kids got experience, and a lot of experience last year. Some of them probably out of necessity were playing, but that is kind of came back in a way, weight room-wise, year of maturity, where we feel like we're at a place where we're ready to take that step back up. Definitely have had a really good summer, 7-on-7s, and paddock camp, and have shown that I think we got what it takes to really kind of step it up and be competitive in every game we play this year, and that's what we asked for. And starts up front with our offensive line. We got some guys up there that are done a really good job. Coach Thompson, my offensive line coach, has doing a really good job with them, how he's coaching them. And then Coach Crawford, my new offensive coordinator, kind of the scheme that he's bringing, something kind of a mix of what we did years ago. But it's been meshing really well, and obviously it comes down to staying healthy, continuing to improve from here until August 18th. But I really like the direction that we're headed right now.
Now, the two young men you have with you here today, tell me a little bit about them and what makes them special for your program.
So Bryce right here, he's a 3-year starter at guard for us, and he's came a really long way in terms of just the way his body is in strength, speed. He's a tenacious player. He's going to play a little defensive line for us as well this year. He's a kid that likes to go through the whistle a little bit at times, which I like as an offensive lineman. He kind of flips a switch on Fridays. He's a great kid off the field. Good grades. Could be a little bit of a prankster at times, but when the lights flip on Fridays, and saw that even as a sophomore, junior into this year, we expect big things out of him, being kind of a leader up there on the O-line and being a contributor on the defensive line as well. Malik down here, Malik actually started his first game as a freshman, week 2. I still remember it was East Hall when Coach Perry was there. It was at our place, and Malik led the team in tackles as a freshman at the outside linebacker spot after that game. And my defensive coordinator at the time, I remember us just talking and going through the film. And he's a special player. He's got a body that can be very very resilient in terms of the way he plays the game. And as the game goes on, he can really be physical and he can run. He's good with the ball in his hands. He's good at linebacker. He's good at a lot of things. The main thing with Malik is he was hurt last year and didn't get a chance to play didn't play one offensive snap for us after him being kind of the guy throughout the offseason. So I talk about injuries and stuff. Obviously staying healthy is a very important aspect of all of that. So, but Malik has had a great offseason. I feel like mentally he's in a great spot right now, and just looking forward to seeing what he can do on the field on Fridays.
And open this question up to you two guys. Talk about how excited you are for this upcoming season, knowing last year, as your coach said, you were very young, but now you got a lot more experience.
Okay, so last year we weren't experienced at all. Played a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and it kind of showed in our record a little bit. But this year we have a lot more experience. We're way bigger. We had a huge offseason in the weight room, and I really think we focused on getting stronger, faster, more powerful. Coach Hale did a great job in just transforming our bodies, actually, as we like to say it. And just new system in the offense. I really like it. We scored a bunch of points, and our defense is going to get after some people this year. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'd say we got a bunch of guys that really want it, and we're ready to show people what we got. And
thank you. And Coach, clearly you said you're still young, a lot of sophomores and juniors on the team, but who are some other names that you're really excited about seeing on your team this year?
Yeah, he talked about Coach Hale, my defense coordinator. I want to definitely give him a plug here. Last year when we started the season, we had 10 guys that could power clean 225, and we're at 31 right now. That's a big difference, especially as injuries and as the season goes on, in terms of where we can be competitive, because you can only play on adrenaline for so long. Your training's going to take over. So when that adrenaline kicks off and starts wearing out as the game goes on, and you're a 185-pound cleaner and you're going against someone that cleans 235, that training takes over. So it's a huge aspect, and he's done a great job with that. Some of the other names that we're definitely looking forward to, had one yesterday with me at the Rotary Club. Jay Nero is another offensive lineman. Our center, Ty Trey Statham, he's one that's a big contributor. Connor Bailey's another offensive lineman. And then when I got to kind of go back, Brett Sturm's coming back as a sophomore. He started every game for us last year as a freshman, and he's really matured, and just arm talent, the way he sees the field, the way he's coachable. Then we got Zach Wagner, who's a linebacker and a running back as well. Out at the receiver spots, we got Daniel Altamirano, who's a kid that's returning as a receiver. We got some guys with some really good experience, maybe not great numbers, but really good experience in terms of understanding what Friday nights are like, because we saw that last year, that there's sometimes it doesn't always look like it does in practice on Fridays. Matt Hale, who's Coach Hale's son, is a defensive end. He was a second-team All-Region player. And then we also have Riley Packard, who I definitely got to talk about Riley. Riley's he's a fireball, and Riley's he was our first-team All-Region D-end, and we expect big things out of him offensively and defensively. And he's a kid that he can really tip a game on the defensive side when he gets after it. So there's many other names I can definitely say, but those are the ones that kind of come to my mind.
And throw this down to Bryce. Your Region 7 AAA, extremely talented. Lumpkin County is going to be very good. Dawson County is always good. And then you got private school powerhouse Wesleyan you got to play against. Talk about the talent in that league.
Yeah, so we played Dawson for 3 years. We played a lot of these teams recently, a lot more these couple of years. And there is a lot of talent in this league, but it really just comes down to the heart you have. I mean, sometimes we look at numbers. I mean, teams may have bigger numbers than us, but it's all about how you get after people, and they are very talented teams, but we are also a very talented team, have a lot of power on our team.
Yeah, I feel like we got a bunch of dogs now, and we know that we're going to give it to them first, and it's really not going to lost my train of thought.
That's okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna take it to people. We're not just gonna sit back like we did. We're gonna take it to you first, and we're definitely gonna get after you.
I like the confidence. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. Again, keep an eye out for our print preview edition, where staff writer David Friedlander will be taking a closer look at each of the 11 programs in Hall County. And West Hall will be opening the season on August 18th against East Hall. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you.